Hey everyone, it's Wes from Oaks Lab, and it looks like I've made a little bit of a mistake. Hang on just a second here. I think I had opened it on my personal one, which is not the user that we're playing through with. So it has been a hot second since I've gotten a chance to stream. I think the last time I tried, we were in Minnesota doing doing a little training retreat sort of thing that went really, really well, might I add. Um, I was very happy with how things went. I'm looking forward to doing more. Um, and this past weekend, we were in Minnesota again for my sister-in-law's baby shower. She should be due, I want to say she's like 6 months along by now or something like that. But anyway, so we went. I ended up having to work, so I stayed at our Airbnb while my wife went to the baby shower. Oh, we've got that lovely line splitting the screen. Well, we're gonna have to deal with it. So the last time I was actually able to stream, we got the first badge, which is pretty great. Managed to catch a Buizel, also pretty great. Got our first evolution. And now we are in a not so fun part of the game because these two are not going to listen. In order for them to listen again, we're going to have to beat Gardenia. And we've got a major fight coming up against Mars with her level 18 Perugly. And we're not going to have Pikachu or Aipom to help with that. We might be able to get away with switching Pikachu in maybe to hope that static gets off, or hope that we're able to paralyze it with Thunder Wave, maybe on the off chance it might listen. And then Aipom, as great as it would be for this battle with Rock Smash, we just can't rely on it. So we're gonna have to rely on Buizel and Staravia and Turtwig. Oh, and I actually learned something else about Buizel and the moveset that I have prepped for Buizel, which makes me very sad. Another reason to dislike Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Buizel does not get Ice Punch at all in this game. The only way to get a Buizel with Ice Punch in this game is to transfer a Buizel from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, having taught it Ice Punch through the move tutors in that game. I ain't doing that. We're definitely not doing that. So we're going to have to swap the moveset around a little bit. I think what I might just do is, well, Sonic Boom is kind of a big deal, so we'll keep Sonic Boom. We'll probably keep Aqua Jet, because that's a big deal. But then rather than use Water Pulse and Ice Punch, we'll switch the two so that we have a special ice move with, like, Ice Beam, and a physical water move with, like, Aqua Tail or Waterfall or something. Again, it's probably not going to matter too much, because Buizel is not... Unlike in the show, Buizel's probably not going to be a very prominent member of this team past the early game because we won't be able to evolve it. But that's kind of the state of things. I even put some ball capsules on, which is pretty cool. One of my favorite parts of this game. Okay, so I think... Did we already check out the Windworks? Oh, hey, we got some berries. I planted some berries last time. I might come back to get those later. Okay, so there's a little girl. Spent an awful lot of time in here. Okay, so we didn't really do this. I like doing this first. Yes, I am going to try to get in. That's the whole point of having buildings here, is for me to go in them. Oh, water bottles. I'm thirsty. Might have mentioned this at one point before, but my mama got me this cool water bottle. Circle, I think it's called? Yeah, Circle. It's super great. I love it. I love it a lot. My younger brother and his girlfriend have one too. It's a water bottle that uses flavored filters. You get a taste of something, but it's just regular water, which is great because when I had that super strong GERD thing that felt like a heart attack almost, I was also very dehydrated, drinking a lot of pop. I think in the last, well, I guess almost a month now since that's happened, I've not drank anything other than water from this water bottle through those filters. So, not big enough to be sponsored, of course, by any means. But, I mean, I'd plug those guys anyway because it's great. I love it. Haven't drinking anything else. Drinking, drank, drunk, and drunk. That's the right. Oh no, drank. Haven't drank anything else but water, more or less, a few little things here and there since then. So, very cool. Okay. Anyway, this tiny cat. Let's get away here. And we'll do a quick attack. That ought to do it. Turtwig's actually very close to evolving, which will be very helpful against Mars, because I think we'll get Curse just before evolving. It's locked from the inside. Alright, back to Floroma Town. I like this place a lot. It's very nice. Now, should I weasel first for this? I'm gonna swap to Turtwig first, and then I don't want to go back to a Pokemon Center just yet. We'll just heal Weasel a little. Do I have berries? I have one singular Oran berry. And that's it. Oh, I forgot to really look through my TMs. Nothing really all that useful at the moment. Pluck is kind of nice, actually. 60 base power. You know what? Why not? I'll teach Duravia Pluck. Get rid of Tackle. It's not going to keep it long term, but for now, and then especially against Gardenia, because I think Roserade has a citrus berry or something. I don't actually know. Might be nice to take a berry off of something that would otherwise have it. Team Galactic will have that honey. You know, you could just get a Pokemon with Sweet Scent. I do kind of wish that this had been a double battle rather than a series of 2 single battles. Ooh, Wurmple. Maybe leading Turtwig was not the best idea. Oh, he wasn't smart. Okay, he didn't use Poison Sting, which would have been the smart thing to do. Yeah, I've always found it interesting that Team Galactic uses Beautifly and Dustox, the whole Wurmple family. It's a really, I don't know, it's a really interesting choice to have them use the early route bug from the previous generation. I think this is the first team to actually use early route bugs. Ooh, a Cascade. Damage, Pardon. Okay, there it is. Oh man, what I wouldn't give for a Chimchar right about now. But I will have to wait until Salacion Town to get my hands on a Chimchar. Because that is how I have decided to arrange this. Somebody called? Oh, it was a spam number. Because 'tis the season for spam calls. Well, it's always the season for spam calls, but particularly for political calls and things. Tickle. That's a fun one. Do we really... I think Ash's Aipom used it. Let's get rid of Sand Attack for now. I feel weird using Sand Attack anyway. Oh, I was gonna open up YouTube so that I can see my comments, because I just have this in full screen, because I know most of the time I'm pretty much just doing this so that my wife doesn't miss anything. But if there is someone watching and making comments, I would like to be able to respond to them. But I'm the only one watching, and that's partly the point. Is that I'm watching, and then my wife will watch later. So that she doesn't miss anything that I do. And sometimes I just want to play Pokemon, and I want her to be able to see it too. And we can go back and watch these again. A Zubat! Do I want Turtwig to stay in? I'm gonna keep it in, because what's a Zubat gonna do? It's not gonna do too much, I don't think. Just Astonish. It's not like it can do Leech Life or anything dangerous. Oh man, I haven't had much to drink all day, so I'm a wee bit dehydrated. Hey man, Zubat actually is a decent Pokemon. Like, don't knock it too much. It's not particularly good till it evolves, but it's decent. Ooh, now I get the Works Key. I did save you, but don't call me Shirley. Come on, dude. I have a jar of honey. I will at some point. Just for funsies, I kind of just want to pick one of the trees. I'm gonna pick some berries too. So I'm gonna pick a honey tree to slather honey upon. Oh, I'll water this little guy too. It'll mostly just be for fun, doing the honey tree stuff, because I did not want to waste my time looking around for an Aipom, because that is a hard one to find, and I needed it to be female, for sure. And it's also nice to, you know, assure that it has technician by breeding it. I want to at least have a chance of beating this game. Alrighty. How close is Turtwig to leveling up? Oh, I missed it completely. 532. Okay. Well, it's not like I can really train it too much right now. I have an idea. Okay, hear me out. I'm gonna put Buizel first. There may be some back and forth back to Floroma Town. Alright, well, let's see what Buizel can do now. It doesn't have a single water move, so I don't know what really to be able to do. But it's just up against a cask, so it shouldn't really be that big a deal. hardening. Well, if that's all it's going to do, I'll just swap Staravia and make this a little faster. Oh, wait, I shouldn't... I'm trying to think of what to do for Mars. My initial thought was to use Weasel first. And take out Zubat, but I don't think that's going to work all that well, because Zubat has Absorb instead of Leech Light, which will be very painful. Unless Weasel gets another move at 13, which I don't know if it does. To check it quick. Let me check that quick. While I'm going through here. Do I want to fight this guy? I kind of do. Weasel's about ready to level up. I would like to, yeah. Let's do it. And then I can, while we're doing this, check on Weasel's level up reset. That's a Wormhole. That should be easy. So we have Weasel here, and we want to look in Gen 8 Dex. Oh, Water Gun's not till 15. Oh man. Aw. That's highly unfortunate. Okay. So we're just gonna take it out then. Oh, well, I could... Okay, here's an idea. I think I'm gonna lead Staravia against Mars. And when Purugly switches in, I'll switch in Pikachu, because it's always going to be using contact moves. Like that's all it knows, is contact moves. So it'll be more likely to paralyze, and I'll just spam Thunder Wave until Pikachu listens. If it doesn't get paralyzed just from hitting it. And then we'll switch Staravia back in, get an Intimidate. Do some damage that way. Oh, I should, do I have a Pecha? I do. Good. Okay. Here is the plan. Staravia first. That should be able to make very quick work of Zubat. Oh no! I fully understand what you're trying to do. It's just, evil. And... I can't let that happen. Oh, let's go Zubat. Did I see 3 Pokeballs there, or just 2? My nuts. Okay, well that cancels. No, I'm just nuts. Okay. Wing Attack is 60, Pluck is 60. They're both 60. I'll use Wing Attack. Oh, but it hit. Not a fan. Not a fan of that. What do you think you're doing to my Pokemon? You just confused them. Weasel should be able to take this guy out from here, though. Oh! Alrighty then. Didn't realize you had that. Oh, it's only level 16. I thought it was 18. Okay. No stat. He's going for Growl, so I can just spam Thunder Wave until... it's looking around. Okay. There we go. Alright. Oh, sure, now you listen when it actually works. So, we'll just keep Pikachu in, either till it goes down, or... Oh man, am I glad I don't have a Light Ball yet. Oof. Okay. Now we get off and Intimidate. I'm gonna do Pluck. I have no idea if this thing is holding a berry, but if it is, I'd rather have it. Aha! It is. Cool. Pluck is a fun move. I might have Feint Attack, that's the only reason I'm not really doing Double Team. Okay then. So we've got attack for both, lower attack. Okay, there goes Perugly. That's the one I was most worried about, so that's fantastic news. Now I'll just take a quick attack and we'll be done. That worked out basically exactly the way I wanted it to. Very cool. Okay. It's times like these I really wish that Ash caught a Drifloon. I really like Drifloon. It was actually on my original Pearl team when I played through in, gosh, when was that? 2006, 2007 when it came out? Yeah, Torterra and Drifblim were on my main team, and Lucario. I think I had Floatzel. I don't remember who else was on that team, to be completely honest. I wish I did. I didn't use Luxray. I specifically did not use Luxray or Staraptor. Because I knew how popular Luxray was. And I like it. I like Luxray a lot. It's impossible. Oh, I guess we're picking that tree. Okay. We'll come back to that one later. Yeah, I mean, it's impossible not to like Luxray. But I didn't really want to use it. Because like everybody else that I knew was using Luxray on their teams. So I was like, no, I'll pass. Let that be someone else's. I think maybe I had a Bastiodon. Because I really like Bastiodon. But yeah, it was Torterra, Drifblim, Floatzel, Lucario for sure. Lucario was one that I wanted from like right away. But who else did I have? I think I might have had Ambipom. If I had figured out how to find it. But I really honestly don't remember what the other two were. I just remember beating Cynthia. It was actually, when was it? It was close to the end of the school year. I think it was my freshman year of high school. And we were outside for my band class that day. Because it was, the end of the year, we weren't really doing a whole heck of a lot. Close to the end of the year. It was like last week or something. The last week of school. And, the bell was getting close to ringing. We were getting ready to go into school, or to get going back into the classroom, or something like that, because the bell was about to ring and we were going to switch classes, and I was, like, frantically sitting there, out in the grass with some of my friends watching, as I was beating Cynthia. I think I beat her like right as the bell rang. I don't know if anybody else were to ever watch this and could remember that for me. If you happen to remember it, that would be wonderful, because I don't fully remember how that went. But I do remember that I think I got down to, I want to say it was down to Torterra versus Garchomp. And I ended up winning. And that was actually, I think, the first time that I remember really planning for and beating an Elite Four. I tried in Ruby Sapphire, but... No, wait, no, that couldn't have been it. Couldn't have been it, because I did the Battle Frontier. I didn't finish the Battle Frontier, but I did it in Emerald. But it was a memorable battle, to be sure. Well, I mean, I guess it's not that memorable, because I don't remember how it went. Oh wait, no, I'm trying to run away from you. There we go. I mean, I do remember that it was an intense battle. I don't remember the exact details, though. But I do remember that Torterra, Drifloon, Floatzel, and Lucario were on the team. I wish I could remember the other two, though. I want to say Bastiodon was one of them. I'm sure something will pop back up as I'm playing through this. Alright, so Weasel cannot handle a rock yet, because it has no water moves. It's all normal. So yeah, with this water bottle, I've tried a couple different filters so far. Actually, a fair few. Really weird. I know that my taste can be a little weird, but hibiscus so far is one of my favorite flavors by a mile. There's also a black cherry. That's like a caffeinated one. And that basically kept me awake going to and from Minnesota. Alright, so Turtwig is going to evolve after this battle. Let's see, which other one? Yeah, there was a... So the hibiscus one was good. There's a guava one that's pretty good. There's normal people flavors, too. So, I don't know. I really like it. Okay, so we have one curse up. And let's see how much this Razor Leaf does. All of it! Okay, great. That's very good news. Okay. Weasel does not yet have one. That's okay. Oh, Turtwig is still faster. And it didn't have Sturdy. It's very sad. Very sad for Geodude. There we go. Least useful water-type move Weasel could have. And a Bidoof. 516. Okay. Now I have one more thing that I gotta do for work yet, around 6-ish, give or take. Alright. Evolution number 2. Weirdest looking turtle I've ever seen. Looks more like a baby Stegosaurus. Which is, I mean, it's still a pretty cool design. I like Grotle. I do remember being a little bit weirded out by Torterra when it was first announced. And it's like, it's got a tree on its back. That seems weird to me. And then it's just it just became cool. Like, immediately. It's like, that's a little weird, but that's pretty neat. Oh, is this our little rest house thing? Pretty sure it is. If I talk to this lady. This is really handy to have out here. Can I go in the bed? Can't go in the bed. Oh, well, I think if the TVs are flashing, then you're on TV. Okay, can't go that way yet. That actually would have been the other tree that I would have picked. There was so for the first run through this game, I was trying to build. It was before. Oh, hi Cheryl. What was I saying? What was it now? Oh yeah, my first run through of Shining Pearl before Scarlet and Violet came out. Oh, actually, no, it was before Legends Arceus even came out. That was like the first season of my family's draft league, and I was using fighting as my monotype. We started as a monotype. So I was using fighting, and I wanted to build a mono-fighting competitive team within Shining Pearl to go through the battle tower with. And I think the tree, the whole reason I'm talking about that is the tree that you would use cut to get to, just outside Eterna Forest, was where I found Heracross. Alright, now having Weasel up front. Not my brightest decision. So this little Pachirisu. Man. I have to have Grottle take on Pachirisu because it resists. But that's also very bad to have out here right now because of Unifly. Oh, and now we're paralyzed. Fun stuff. What's that little square that's confused? That's not helpful at all. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do Razor Leaf, mostly for Pachirisu. Okay, that's helpful. Very helpful. That's also very helpful. Oh, hey! That's cool. Never actually seen that ability come in handy before. So that was pretty cool. Oh, Staravia wants to learn Endeavor. Gonna have some fun with that. Now we have a Fierce Staravia. I mean, I don't have a Focus Sash yet, so that's not really gonna be a Fierce Staravia, but the option is there. Okay, we're gonna swap in Staravia now. If you're wondering why I decided to use a black smoke for Staravia's ball capsule, it is the closest thing to wind that I have access to at this point in the game. So, Oh, you still have one more? Oh, yep. Yes, that's another one. Well, slap it, and that'll be it. Man. I don't think I've ever had a particularly easy time with this double battle. It's always been a little bit of a challenge. Oh hey, there's a Paralyze heal that I don't need. I have a Cheryl. Ooh, okay, 2 Psychics. They're probably gonna have Charge Beam. One Pokemon I have with a Ghost-type move is not going to be useful. I'm gonna take them on one at a time. Well, okay, so they're either going to have Charge Beam or Hidden Power. And it's Energy Ball. I was wrong about both. It does make me happy, though, that whenever in the early part of the game, whenever there's a trainer with an Abra, they just give the Abra, like, ridiculous special moves. I mean, that's really the only way to make it usable. So, like, Abra, on its own, as an unevolved Pokemon, is a big threat. It's very good. It just doesn't learn anything naturally except for Teleport. Okay, does this one also have Energy Ball? It does. Now, that'd be a fun move to use, but I'm going to be stuck with Razor Leaf. Oh! You know, this is actually probably... Well, See, usually I would say I'm actually fairly excited to see Fury Swipes, because Technician will boost it. However, I would be much more excited to see it if this Aipom was going to have Skill Link. And since it's not, I am not going to use Fury Swipes because it's a terrible move. It's also just really weird. Like, it made a little bit more sense to do some out-of-the-box base powers and things in Gen 1. Mostly because the game hadn't really taken on any kind of life of its own yet. There weren't defined rules or anything, or so there may have been plans for other weird base power moves. But they've had every opportunity to change Fury Swipes' base power to something a little bit more normal. You know, something that's a multiple of 10. Or multiple of 5 or whatever. And they just haven't done it. And it's weird to me. Like, it really wouldn't be hard to crank Fury Swipes up to 20 base power. Ooh, Dustox. I really like Dustox. It's a shame that it's just not very good. Like, at least with Beautifly, or not Beautifly, with Butterfree, you can kind of do something with it. Compound Eyes with Sleep Powder, and it doesn't have the best stats spread, but it's at least got some niche uses. But just Dustox, I just feel really bad for it. It's a very fun Pokemon. I really enjoy it. but you just can't really do anything with it. Gosh, do you have another one? Ooh, Cricker Talk. A friend of mine called it that. First Pokemon TCG tournament he went to. Mostly as a joke, but a little bit unironically. He said he wanted to build a Cricker Talk Queen deck. With Cricket Talk Cricket. He didn't do it, I don't think. I ended up doing it. That was, oh gosh, like 15 years ago almost. Probably longer than 15 years ago, actually. Ooh, Team Silver. This is the part where having Staravia up front is not fun. It's very good for double battles, but it takes for flippin' ever. Okay. So I'm assuming these guys are also going to be packing Abras. Maybe not. Maybe these are the two that have Mischievous and Murkrow. Oh, Psyduck and Meditite. Somebody, I thought, in this forest, there was one pair that used the two Duskstone evolutions. Well, it's not these guys. Doesn't matter. I'm going after the Meditite. Also, I am very excited now that I'm seeing a Psyduck in Pokemon Unite, for people who still actually play it. I enjoy it. I really like it. But Psyduck is going to be added to the game pretty soon as a playable character. Not Golduck. It's not evolving. It's just going to be a Psyduck. I'm very excited to try it because it's ridiculous. And I love that they're putting it in the game. But that's not till the 14th. Oh, now everybody's confused. Except for me. Oh, whoops. Well, it doesn't really matter if I click the open space. Sometimes it's just fun to do that. Okay, now, what level is Gardenia's highest level? Okay, Digigames. Girl. I don't know. Gym leaders. There we go. 22. Okay. So, again, I don't have the hard and fast hardcore Nuzlocke level law, but I do want to try to stay around the gym leader's highest level if I can. And only use as many Pokemon as she uses, which she has 3, so I can use 3 as well. Oh, end of the road. You're welcome. Just kind of hoping for a Soothe Bell or something, but that's just platinum. Alright. Oh, wait, I thought there was a tree over this way. Maybe it's in between. Well, in any case, I still have to get cut. before I can even go there. One tree here. Alright, now, here, though, is a very important thing that we have to grab. Oh, she's got... Oh, that's a miracle seed, not a berry. So let's heal up really quick. And then I need to determine where to find our next encounter, because there is another Pokemon that we can add to the team. That is very nearby, and of course it will unfortunately require a little bit of shenaniganry to evolve. But now where can I find it? Oh, the grow light's turned off. Rocky Cave, Swampy Cave, Sunlit Cavern, Big Bluff Cavern, Bog Swamp Cavern. But Rocky Cave... is the most likely place for it. Okay. I do want to look up one other thing about this, though. And it is... Sorry. Just want to make sure that we can actually get it. Okay. Never mind. Turns out we can't catch Gligar before unlocking the National Pokedex in BDSP. So, that is really unfortunate. I'm gonna try anyway. I'm gonna try looking around in the areas where Gligar would be found. I'm gonna see if I can find one. Because that could be wrong. I've gotten other National Dex Pokemon that have evolutions in Sinnoh before the National Dex. So I'm gonna try it. We're gonna poke around. See if I can find one. But if it is impossible, then I guess we're gonna wait until Salacion Town, and I'll have to breed a Gligar too! I hate how shenanigan-y this run has to be, but if it's the only way, then it may end up being the only way. Alright, bye, Rourke. Good to see ya. Alright. Okay. I'm not sure which cave this is. But there's a lot of Gastrodons in here who don't appear happy to see me. And there are sparklies in the wall. I will play around with that at some point. But at this point, I just want to see if it's even possible to find a Gligar. Oh, hi, Ductrio. Because if I can get a Gligar before Gardenia, that would be incredibly helpful. Even if it doesn't have any flying moves, it'll still have Poison Sting. Which is very helpful. Okay, this is Fountain Spring Cave. Oh, a Togepi! I know Ash didn't have one. I want to see what the level is, though. 16. Okay. Life Deer. Well, okay. So, it's down here. It's a 1% encounter. Ash did not find it. But it is cool that I found one. That gives me a little bit of hope that we will be able to grab a Gligar. Because Togepi is not part of the Sinnoh Dex in this game. Spacious cave. Not the type of cave we're looking for. Hello, Houndoom. I forget what the little Diglett things do. It's something cool, but I just don't remember what it is. Okay, what's in here? Another spacious cave. Was this a... No. Rocky cave, swampy cave, sunlit cavern. Magnemite. Yeah, there's gotta be. There's gotta be Gligar down here. Before the National Fest. I mean, if Magnemite is down here. Although, the other thing to keep in mind too is that there isn't a Razor Claw available until post-game. Which is why we gotta do shenanigans. By which I mean Pokemon Home, not like actual cheating. Very highly morally opposed to that. Rocky Cave. Okay. So here is a place where theoretically I could find a Gligar. Look at that! Come here, buddy. This one's a female, I think. Now, 30%. I am going to catch it for now. I'm going to try to catch it. Ash's was male, so I'll probably just come back in and out. We'll have Gligar on the team for a while, this Gligar, because when else am I going to get another one? Power Trick. I don't know if that's a very good move for you. Cool. So for a little bit, I'm just going to be popping in and out of this cave until I find a male Gligar. And one thing that I really don't like about Ash's Gligar is that it's the second of 3 ground types that Ash owns in this entire region that he doesn't use a ground move on. Torterra doesn't have Earthquake. Gligar and Gliscor don't even have so much as Dig. And it's very upsetting because it's such a good ground type. It deserves way better. It deserves to at least have Dig. But no, Ash put... I don't even think Ash has a flying type move on his Gliscor. I think it was like X-Scissor and Fire Fang and Giga Impact was one. Giga Impact was a move that it has. Scorpies. This is going to be a little repetitive just because I want to find the right kind of Gliscor. And I will not be evolving it for a while. I want to make sure that we actually have some time spent with Gligar as a Gligar before we go evolve it. That's something like, I think I was looking at Cerebi and it said that Rocky Cave is something like a 30% encounter. So it's not in this one. What is it? I actually have it still up. Yeah, it's 30% as a rare spawn. So each of these has like maybe 1 or 2 rare spawns. Holy crap, Onix is fast. Not the first time I've said that. Because Onix is deceptively very fast. Also, I only kind of apologize for getting this music stuck in your head. It's very catchy. But that's the price we must pay for a proper flyer. I do want to see what's up with this one, though. Hyper Cutter. Ooh, defense down. Not a big fan of that. Yeah, and Power Trick is a really weird move. Switches attack and defense. Which, actually, you know, that isn't terrible for this Gligar to have. Because its defense is higher than its attack. I think that's its base defense. Okay. Rhyhorn, I think, was the rare spawn here this time. Maybe Onix this time. A lot of Scorpy, a lot of Onix. I didn't honestly even know that Gligar could learn Power Trick. Maybe a fun little gimmick to use against Gardenia if the other Gligar that I catch has Power Trick. I think they come with a random egg move. A lot of these rare spawns. Another Rhyhorn. Well, also, if I run out of patience, the gender of Ash's Gliscor, specifically, is not the most important one to have correct. I am happy that I caught a Gligar on the first trip in here. That's an accomplishment enough for me. I could honestly be happy with ending the video right there. But I must go on. I must at least try. A couple more times in. Mostly I don't care because Gliscor doesn't have gender differences. Gligar does. Or if Gliscor does have gender differences, they're hardly noticeable. I know that with Gliscor, or with Gligar, the stinger on the tail is bigger if it's a male. So there would be that aesthetic difference. As well as, you know, functionality, attract and captivate. Those gender-specific moves. Let me just check to see. Nothing there. Yep, Gliscor doesn't have any differences between male and female. But Gligar does, which is strange to me. You'd think that... You would think that a Pokemon that does have sexual dimorphism would carry that on into adulthood. But I guess that's not the case with Gligar. Ah. Okay, well... Oh, crap. He got me. Not bad. The only reason I'm rattling off the levels is because I have no idea what level things are going to be down here. Gonna finish it with Tackle. It's at 1 HP. That should do it. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna pop out and back in one more time just to see if another Gligar shows up. I'm not banking on it, but you never know. Scorpy, Scorpy back there. Okay. Well, that I think is enough of an underground excursion for the time being. Because Gligar has been captured. I'm very happy about that. I don't like the nature, necessarily. I'm actually quite okay with that ability. Hyper Cutter is not bad. And Power Trick is very interesting. Obviously, it's not going to be sticking around, but it'll be fun for now. So, I guess I have to prep for the next gym battle. Oh yeah, that's right, this was just in a tutorial. Ooh, some red spheres. And some green spheres, and some blue ones, I think, too. I didn't see that, though. Okay, let's heal up. and put in the box those Pokemon that ought to be put in the box. Which is, for this gym, well, we'll keep them with for until we're against the leader. But, so I'm going to be using all the Pokemon that can listen to me, apart from Weasel, because Weasel would be really stupid to bring into a grass gym as one of the main fighters. So I'm going to be using Staravia, Groudle, and Gligar. And then Pikachu, Aipom, and Weasel will be boxed. And then I still have to be careful, because I'll have to get 2 more gym badges for them, for Pikachu and Aipom to listen past level 30. Which shouldn't be too hard to accomplish. Alright, I'm gonna pop in. Hi, Gardenia. Alright, we've got to beat all the other trainers. So we have to search the forest. I already saw one. I've done this a couple times also. So I pretty well remember how it works. We're going to move Gligar to the front. Test it out. And I think we'll save the gym leader for later. We'll battle this one person, then I think I'm probably going to have to call it for now. I wonder, can Gligar block? That would be really cool if it could. I've also got a little bit more yet to do for work. Okay. Keep doing Fury Cutter. Perfect. Alright, easy. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to call it there for now. That's the 2 boulders. Okay. So, for now, I'm going to take over as the gym leader. Alright. Well, that'll do for this particular stream. So, if you're watching this in the future, thank you for watching this in the future. Next time around, we're going to finish this gym, take on Gardenia, and go on from there with a listening Pikachu and Aipom. That's exciting. So, till then, I'm Wes from Oaks Lab. Thanks for watching in the future or in the present, whenever you decide to do it. And I will see you next time. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.